Alright, guys. Haha. There we are. Hey, it's the Great Fish Ninja, and we are back playing Hearts of Iron 4 as Japan. And we have some volunteers in transfer. We're going to go help out Nationalist Spain against those dirty communists. Arrgh. Look at that. Look at you can't trust a face like that. I mean, you might as well trust a face like that. Oh, God, it's terrible. God, dirty commies. Dirty commies. It's one of the reasons we're going to have to decide we're going to have to attack China. Listen, it's for their own good because they've allowed communists in their nation. That's what it is. We can't stop that. So we're going to we've got our tanks and Marine division going over to Spain, but that's fine. That's fine. We're going to make a border right here. You say, Fishnez, how can you do that? It's because Menguko is my puppet. Ha 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 ha! Alright, so get our mobile divisions over here. I'm going to put them right here. No, not that one. There we are. Throwing a ton of people down there, and we're going to start training some Marines. We're going to start doing some Naval Invasions. These guys are going to plop down, say right here. And we're going to have boop, 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 boop. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do that once. Alright, I'm going to pause for a second, because our divisions just arrived in Spain. Quick modifying of the government. Let's get the Prince of Terror. So this is going to reduce the effects of partisans and foreign subversive activities, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to give us non-core manpower. Really useful to have a Prince of Terror. Alright. There we go. There's our guys. Now, what we want to do is to take these dirty commies and cut them off from their respective sources of stuff, of replenishments. So let's start here. We'll put ourselves there. We'll make our offensive line go here. Okay? We're going to unpause and we're going to move into position through mountains and whatnot. So let's select these guys like that. Okay, so what I did is I just turned on using the infrastructure. Oh, good, our airplane got finished. Let's air construction. Let's pause for a second. Let's get our naval version of that. We're going to start the naval version, and then our construction got finished. So let's see. It's 1936 still. We could start extracting more, or we could pick our reinforcement rate. Yeah, let's get our reinforcement rate up. And now it's telling us that our airplane is outdated, and it is. Aha! Now, do we have, logistically speaking, anything we can send to Nationalist Spain? We got some trucks, and we have some artillery. So let's start a Lend-Lease. Let's send them artillery once. We had 442. And then let's also send 224 trucks. And then let's also send... God, we don't have a ton of planes, do we? Nor do we have a ton of tanks. But we can send them some convoys. Okay. So, they've accepted our Lend-Lease. Of course they have. Alright. We are in place. We are building up a bit of a planning bonus, I think. I don't really care. Attack the Spanish. And look, they break out in two different directions that I didn't tell them to. That's fine. That's fine. I was hoping they would cut in and go across. But if we can push through to Barcelona, that'll be just as nice. Barcelona's there, and our battle plan sends us this way. That's okay. See, I'm just trying to cut Barcelona off from Madrid. Madrid's over here. If we can create a kind of a pocket in one of these, we'll be in golden shape. Looks like we're pushing them back. Slowly, but we are pushing them back. One thing I think we want to do is as soon as we get some of this experience, we're going to start making our tank divisions better. Because having a light tank division that can really punch through and move quickly and do encirclements is going to be vital. Right now, it can't so much do that. We could take that if they'll step in and take it. Nope, they waited too long. Alright. Now here we're crossing a river and still winning, which is really surprising. The Marine is the one who should cross the river. He gets huge, well, I shouldn't say huge bonuses, but he gets, his penalties are greatly reduced. Alright, I'm going to speed up to speed 5. It's kind of how I normally play. It involves a lot more quick stops, but that's okay. We're pushing these guys back. It looks like our Marine is really starting to have some trouble here. Oh, that's fine, though. Wow. Okay, so our tank is pushed through. No, I want you to go that way. I just want one of you to go to Barcelona. Goal here is to really just kind of hold them back. See if we can take their air base so we can get air superiority. Mountains are going to be tough. It's going to hold back. We go back down to speed 4. I think that's kind of hard to watch. Push into Barcelona. Barcelona is really heavily defended right now. Look at that. They've got 12 divisions in there. They are desperately trying to hold on to Barcelona, and they are fighting against us as quickly as they can. The Marines over here, we're just going to delete that order. We're going to make our front line is going to be this right here. And let's kind of shift that this way if we can. Straight through Barcelona. There we go. Now, he'll keep fighting until he's done. Either wins or loses that battle. And I'm going to leave him there to do that, and then he'll join us up here. Alright, we've taken Barcelona. I know technically Madrid is their capital. But this is going to be a big encirclement with a lot of troops that are not going to be able to get out. We've got another big encirclement right there coming in. So these guys are going to be out of resources here in a second. Just trying to hold these guys there until my tank divisions can get there and really kind of push them away from the ports so they can't get any more supplies. And once they can't get supplies, they're going to start starving out. That's going to be vital for us. You can see this, the Nationalist Spain. Wait, which one's which? The names, I always screw up the names. Nationalist Spain, yes. They're moving troops in quickly to aid. They're just holding them there because they know that it's going to make a huge difference. This pocket's going to make a big difference too. Okay, they're holding pretty well on that. Let's see if we can do... Can we go here and then here? No. Here. There we go. Move ourselves around this way and then attack from the side. Alright, come on, buddy. Come on! Alright, so we got our extra naval production. Torpedo range plus 100% is fantastic. Army innovations towards our land doctrine I think will be very important to us. Where'd our guy go? This one. Where's he at? Still going. We're going to shift click to turn him down this way, and then shift click to bring him around. When you hold shift, it kind of twists around what you're doing. Alright, so we got more dockyards. We've finished, not quite finished our Congo class. Let's get our heavy cruiser next. And we could just go ahead and fill these up, because we're going to start, you know... It's also, let's get some convoys building. It's always good to have a couple convoys. Alright, so we overran there. That's fantastic. We've taken Barcelona. That's awesome. Let's take a single one of these units, and as soon as he gets a chance, he's going to go here and then spin around that way. Goal here is to kind of close the gaps. So our Marine, where's he at now? He's just hanging out there. Let's assign him to this battle order. Now you'll notice a lot of these guys, their green bar is going down. That's their organization. The red bar, or the kind of orangey bar, that's their equipment. That's how much equipment they have left. Alright, let's go ahead and get a Chief of the Army. Offensive Specialist. Army drilled to training time. No. Recovery rate. Boom. Let's get a massive recovery rate. Alright, the games of the 11th Olympiad. The 11th Olympic Games have recently held in Berlin, Germany. Attended by athletes from 49 different nations across the world, the 1936 Summer Olympics are the first in history to have enjoyed limited live television coverage. The Games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. The German athletes saw the most success, winning 33 gold medals, while the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the Games. Yeah, as Japanese right now and the Spanish, they don't care about the games, right? I wish I could get like halfway between those two distances. Alright, so we're pushing. We can kind of create a second pocket if we can push ourselves right there. And then kind of do a cleanup like that. And then this guy, if he just goes straight across there. When he gets the chance, you know. What that's going to do is that's going to completely wipe these divisions off the map. And it's going to take all these divisions that are fighting up here and bring them down here. So they're not going to... Oh, yes, we get our carrier-based fighter. That's great. I think we kind of want to... let's take a look at our battleships. 1940, so we can't really do... Oops. But we can start with our super heavies. Super heavy battleship. Super battleship Yamato. Yamato, I'm not sure which. We're going to research that beast. Okay, and while we're at it, we've got in our production queue an old school carrier fighter. We want the new carrier fighter. Okay. Alright, let's make an adjustment to our tank division. We've got a little bit of experience. Let's add more tanks to it. Okay? And then we could also, I think, add an infantry. Now we have a combat width of 20. That's fantastic. That's what we want to have. Makes me wonder how far behind we are in tanks if we do that. 285, not too bad. Not too bad. We can produce some more here shortly. I've got everything kind of mixed up. 2 factories. We'll throw the next factory we build. It's going to be going. Speaking of which, we're not really building. What's going on? Are we paused? No. Okay. Alright, there we go. It's just the bar's not going across. We haven't built our first civilian factory yet. I think that something is wrong. What is this? I don't know. That's kind of odd. We're building very slowly. Incredibly slowly. That's kind of worrisome, actually. Alright, so we got our pocket here. Let's just have you go straight in. Finish out. Okay, so yeah, I was silent there for a minute. I'm trying to figure out why I'm building so slowly. Trying to think back if I changed any settings at any point for anything, or if somebody else played the game and set the settings. Man, I hope not. I hope I haven't accidentally got like a super weakened Japan and that's what I'm playing as. That would stink. It is possible at the beginning. There's kind of like a little side menu where you can do some sliders. I don't think that's happening, but. Man, oh man, because it says it's only going to be 50-something days. Maybe I had a couple more of these. It's just weird that we're down to 4. I mean, we haven't changed in factories. A little odd. A little odd. All right, so they've got a weak point right here. Not weak enough yet. Let's hold back and let our tanks recover. We're gonna hold back here and let him recover for a bit. We've been pushing these guys pretty hard lately. Okay, so now he's supporting. These guys are gonna spread out a touch. Also, I'd like to add some artillery to these guys in support. Do I have spare artillery right now? I've got a lot of spare artillery. Let's go for some support artillery. Oh, we've got lots of stuff that happened all at once. Let's also see, do we have, we don't have enough support equipment, so I'm not going to add support equipment to that. We paused, we got 3 researches that ended at the same time. Remember, we want to build our country up before we go to war too much. So we're going to increase our construction speed again, because last time it didn't seem to work. Increase our factory output, and let's just do the straight line across here. Huge industrial push in Japan, and we unpause. Alright, let's see if, you know what, we can probably throw these planes down at the bottom here. Get out of the way. We are a lot of guns shy. We got a lot of support equipment we're working on. I think we'll be alright. We're using a lot of guns here, but not a ton. I mean, we're getting our experience, we're getting our division set up. There's where we're hurting a lot, is we don't have the steel. We don't have the rubber, we don't have the oil or the aluminum. So resources are bad for us. Alright, Army innovation. Oh, leadership purges in the Soviet Union. This is what I told you guys about the first episode. Alright, so uncertainty has long reigned in the Soviet Union. While details are scarce, there's been a series of secret trials on the highest level, and both generals and ministers have disappeared from the public eye. The natural assumption is that some great conspiracy has been uncovered within the Communist Party, but no official statement has been made. In addition, the diplomatic reports we have access to indicate that evidence presented at these trials has been far from indisputable. Whatever's been happening, the structure of the Soviet high command has changed irrevocably. Boom. Sucks for them, right? Alright, so if we go air innovation, we get a bonus for our fighter and tactical bombers. So it'll give us Type 94 and Type 1. That gives us a bonus to our tanks, which we're going to need. Naval Invasions gives light and heavy cruisers. Spiritual Mobilizations gives us people. We're okay on people right now. Remember, we're training paratroopers right now. Or, I'm sorry, Marines, to help us out with our invasion of China. So let's go ahead and get the Army Air Innovation. Once that's done, we'll get a bonus to our fighters, which we know we're going to need, and our tactical bombers. Okay. I was kind of hoping to clean up this mess here in Spain before we ended. Let's see if we can do another. What if we could send? How's our training doing? Training's going slowly. That's okay. They're short on. We're using a lot of equipment. What support equipment do they have? Engineers. Okay. Training going slowly. That's fine. We're burning up a lot of the equipment we would be using to train them with. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. See if we can keep this push going over here. The more we can cut them off, the better off we were. We'd be best to go straight in there. But it looks like they're actually trying to push into us at the same time. It says this battle should last another 15 days or so. See how the rest of Spain's doing. They seem to be... Oh, sorry about that, guys. Just punched my microphone. They seem to be pushing into Madrid, which is good. I don't know if they're really taking full advantage of the amount of losses and equipment we're keeping up away from them. But it does look like they've diverted a lot of their soldiers down here. Alright, we can modify our government. You know what? Let's see, ooh, we can't do that. Okay. Let's find a designer, materials designer. Infantry weapon or motorized equipment. I think we should go infantry equipment. because there's a lot more of it. That'll give us a 10% bonus to the research time, which is fantastic. Ba-boom, boom, ba-boom, boom, go the tanks. Alright, so back home. Ooh. Here we go. We've got our forces set against Shaanxi and China. They've got a lot of forces there, too. The idea of what we're going to do, we're going to try to do, is, you know what, let's, who's this army? Oh, he does not have a lot. I put my big forces on the other one, didn't I? I may have done that backwards, but that's okay. Our idea is to draw all their forces here, right? And then invade right behind them, maybe right there, maybe right here, and then cut them off. We'll put our tank forces in up here, you know, before we invade. Let's see, this guy is purple. Let's see if we can edit that up a little bit more. There we go. And can we take this one? Can we edit you this way? No, it won't let us. What about purple? Can we edit purple? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that, I mean, all these guys really need to do is try to hold. And as we get motorized, we will convert, and we do have a good bit of motorized. Let's see what we can do about converting some of these guys. Let's just do 2, 3. Let's say 3 of them at first. Let's convert them to motorized. Yeah. That's a whole lot of no. So we're going to wait. Wait, check back on Spain. Looks like we're closing the gap in a little bit more. These guys are, the Spaniards are the Republican Spain is, they're starving out. So let's just put generic push. Let's edit our front line a little bit. Give us 2 spots. Okay. There's not a whole lot to see in here. This battle's got another week to go. At speed 5, though, that's pretty quick. And we finished our Army Air Innovation. That's great. And our air base expansion will give us a ton of extra air bases. That'll be super useful. Alright. That'll especially be useful for laying out air cover over China. Speaking of the which, why don't we do that? While we're waiting on Spain to solve its civil war, let's set some of these guys up. Do we have any Army air bases around here that are close? No, we don't. Do we have one in here? Wow. So the closest we have is right there. So there's not a whole lot we can do. But we could provide some close air support and air superiority for our guys there. We can put them in normal operations. What do we have in here? Not a lot. Not a lot. Okay, so there wasn't a whole lot we could kind of pre-set up. Looks like we have some free dockyards. That's awesome. Okay, so let's choose our next thing. What are we going to build? Let's do these guys down below. Let's go for another battleship, right? We love battleships. Let's build another one. Join him to the 3rd Cantai. Alright, so he'll start building that. And while we're at it, let's get a fleet designer. So we kind of want the deck size being big is good for a carrier. Max range. Max range is going to be really useful to us. Looks like we finished out our other lighter ships. You know what? Light cruisers are pretty fantastic. I'm going to throw these onto the Cantai also. Pause. Definitely pause. Let's build 5 light cruisers. We have just finished the Yamato design. Do we have any Navy experience? We do. Let's give her 1 point of reliability, more guns, and more engine. Can we do that? No, can't do that. But we can do the extra reliability and extra guns. And you know what? Where'd she go? There we go. Mark 1 Yamato. Yes, I want to switch with the 9 days of production. And I want 2 of these. Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Alright, so research slot. now, we could go ahead. Nope, it's 37, a little early. How are we looking on air? We get a 50% bonus to get our tactical bomber. Tactical bombers are really good. They're like, they're great for ground support. But I kind of think we're going to need. Ooh, I don't know. Let's get our land doctrine now. They've got grand battle plan there. We don't really want that. Let's go for superior firepower because we're going to have the highest in technologies. Yes, we're going to transfer over there. And there's a cheat trick where you can select one and then go back and it'll automatically do it. But that's kind of breaking the game. All right, looks like we have just about closed up this. They've got one more pocket left. Let's look at the battle. Man, these guys are... Woo! Look, we've got a clean 140 combat width. We're getting the extra combat width from attacking from multiple directions. It's beautiful. These guys are not able to field the power. You can see their defense, that bottom number, is shrinking. Oh, now the divisions themselves are being wiped out. There's just one left, and we have done it. We are now moving in for the kill. Oh, we're having some supply issues over here. Got too many guys in here. Too many guys. Let's take let's make a fallback line. Kind of back a little bit. Back here, we'll say. And we'll put half of these dudes on that fallback line for reserve. That should help solve some of our issues. Alright. Improved machine tools have come up. Let's pause for a second because we need to kind of reassess our military down here. They have pushed. They've done a great job. Let's throw them here. Give them a front line of the coast. Go ahead and tell them to start. And now we can go look at our... we finished up our improved machine tools. Let's look over here at engineering. Yeah, engineering. We can drop our research time by 3%. That's next year. Maybe we can. You know what? We probably could. It's February. I don't want to cut early. Let's get some naval doctrine, right? So base strike is our naval doctrine right now. Let's go ahead and go with that. See, this will give us some sub detection, an escort efficiency, submarine organization, and surface detection because we do have a lot of subs. Alright, pause. Okay, the end of the Spanish Civil War. When the surrender of the last Republican strongholds, the Spanish Civil War has come to an end, the Nationalists stand victorious, and a new era has begun for Spain. The war-torn country has suffered greatly in the fighting, and there is much rebuilding to be done. There is. Let's get our, start with our subs. Let's build them up a little bit. Okay, so now our guys are back in transfer. And we have successfully aided the Spanish in keeping their country, actually, because that was a communist revolution. So, all right, guys. Well, you know what? Airbase expansion is done. Okay, we can go ahead and select that. It is time. I think it's time. We've got our guys on the way back. That oops, there might be a Chinese border incident. That's a shame. All right, guys. It's the Great Fish News. We are, as usual. You know what? As usual, if you liked the episode, hit like. If you didn't like it, hit dislike. I welcome all discourse here. If you have questions, let me know in the comments, and that way I'll see what I can do to answer them. I will answer them in the comments, because really what happens is I record a lot of these episodes. I'll try to answer them online if I can, but you know there's going to be a bit of a delay there. So, all right, guys, this is the Great Fish News, and I'm out.